Hello. So some persons have been asking me concerning buying of land, documents they need to get when they want to get a befitting land in any area. And I've thought about this thing possibly last year about the documents that are needed when you're trying to get a land for yourself. Now, first of all, we have indigenous land and we have land that are owned by the government. Indigenous lands are simply local land that you can find in your village, in your local government area, while the governmental land are those land that you find in the city. Now, there are certain documents that are needed when it comes to government land properties, while there are certain documents that are needed when it comes to indigenous land. Now, let's go for the government land. The documents you need if you want to get a landed property in any governmental area, the first document you need to do a search report, a window search report. Now, this search report will help you to go to the Land and Survey Ministry to check if that land is under a particular location where government can eventually destroy. Because there are certain land that government don't give out to the public. That one is strictly a governmental property. That is what government maybe they want to use it for social amenities for the society. So that particular land is not sellable. Now, if you have done your search report and you've discovered that that land doesn't fall under that particular scenario, then that land is safe. Now, in that particular findings, you're going to know the original owner in the sense that this is the first person that bought the land from government under allocation level. Now, once you have done that, then you can go and check for the CFO, which is certificate of occupancy. So the person that bought the land from government is supposed to issue that person certificate of occupancy. If that person has that, that land is genuine. Now, the next document you're going to get is a power of attorney. A power of attorney in the sense that the person is transferring that land to you that is buying it, and also a deed of conveyance. The person is also transferring his deed, which is that land, to you, the buyer. These four documents are very essential for a governmental land. Now, when it comes to indigenous land, the first thing you need to know, you need to get the receipt from the chairman of that particular community. Definitely, anybody that is buying land from a community land, definitely you must go directly to the community chief to identify if that land is free from any encumbrances. Any encumbrances in the sense that if that particular land, the family of that particular land wants to actually sell the land, or the land is having issues in the community. Once you've gotten that, you need to get a receipt from the chief to identify that you're buying this land from this particular family, and the family details, which is the power of sale, must be involved in that particular receipt. Once you've gotten these details, then be sure that that indigenous land is your own property. Sometimes people can go further to write a deed of conveyance for an indigenous land just to play on the safe side. So these are the documents you need when you want to buy a land from a government property or an indigenous property. I just thought to share.